Hi, I'm Venus. Welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about BPD and neurodivergency. I talk about this a lot on my TikTok actually, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. I looked at a couple different websites and psychologywiki.org had the best general definition of neurodivergent. A neurodivergent person is one whose neurological development and state are atypical, usually viewed as abnormal or extreme. As far as I can tell, the term neurodivergent is also kind of like a claim back to humanize people with neurodivergency, because there are so many conditions like autism or ADHD that people try to cure. But there's not anything wrong with being autistic, and these people shouldn't be treated like it's a disorder or that there's something wrong with them. It's just a condition, it's a state of being. The term neurodivergent is also to oppose the term neurotypical, which describes somebody whose state of mind is the norm, as they say. There are several types of neurodivergence, including Asperger's, autism, dyslexia, epilepsy, hyperlexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, OCD, and Tourette's. This website also says that left-handedness, transgender, and homosexuality are sometimes considered neurodivergency. I don't know about all that. I'll leave that there. Okay, so I am gonna bring up Gabby Hannah. So I'm gonna bring up Gabby Hannah. Someone tagged me in a TikTok that they did a couple months ago in April. Basically what Gabby said was that BPD is not a type of neurodivergency, and in the video Gabby Hannah says that she wasn't trying to attack people with BPD, which I agree with. I don't think that the intention of what she said was to invalidate BPD or anything like that, but I am going to play her videos or listen to her videos and then follow her logic to reach a conclusion, because she's asking some of the questions that I'm seeking or trying to answer now anyways.
There's going to be arguments on either side because something is abstract as the human brain. Nobody's going to be able to see it for black and white, but just from the research that I've been doing for the last few months, neurodivergency and neurodiversity is ADHD, dyslexia, and autism. Some people say dyspraxia, but for the most part, those are the major three. So other mental health disorders such as PTSD, schizophrenia, borderline personality, bipolar, generalized anxiety, depression, those are not considered neurodiverse or neurodivergent. Am I mixing up the words neurodiverse and neurodivergent?
I kind of feel like the research Gabby Hannah has done has been like looking up neurodivergent and then seeing which ones come up over and over again. Gabby Hannah was saying that all these certain conditions and stuff aren't neurodivergent, but the only other option, if you're not neurodivergent, that would mean that you're neurotypical. Again, that's not exactly what she said, but yeah. I don't have dyslexia, so I can't really speak for people who do. In fact, I experience hyperlexia, which is kind of the neurological opposite of that, really. What I'm saying is that if people who are dyslexic are neurodivergent, I just don't understand why someone would close off the possibility of somebody with schizophrenia or DID being neurodivergent. I mean, you can't say those people act, behave, or think typically.
Now, there's a lot of information specifically about ADHD that is not widely known at all. I've had ADHD my whole life, and I always chalked it up to I have attention problems and I'm really hyper a lot of the times. But it actually mimics a mood disorder. It's often misdiagnosed as bipolar when it's actually ADHD. It also causes problems with mood regulation, impulsivity, rejection sensitivity dysphoria. It's actually really challenging, and it's a really, really difficult way to live. It causes problems in relationships. It causes problems in your personal life. It causes you to be messy. It causes depression and anxiety because you don't feel like a normal person because you're not. You're neurodivergent, you're not neurotypical, and you don't view the world as most people view it. So I'm really excited to talk more about this. I'm very passionate about it.
I'm actually super excited to learn more and more about ADHD. I keep finding out about overlapping symptoms between ADHD and BPD, and so many things that Gabby Hannah just listed off as ADHD symptoms are also BPD symptoms. Impulsivity, emotional dysregulation, problems with relationships, problems with work, problems with school, you name it. Like, Having BPD is also a very difficult way to live, and we also think very differently than the typical person. We actually have quite high rates of unemployment, self, and not alive-ing. So there's that. So I mentioned neuroqueer.com before, and they had a pretty good paragraph on neurodivergency. Neurodivergent is quite a broad term. Neurodivergence, the state of being neurodivergent, can be largely or entirely genetic or innate, or it can be largely or entirely produced by a brain-altering experience, or some combination of the two. Autism and dyslexia are examples of innate forms of neurodivergence, while alterations in the brain caused by things such as trauma, long-term meditation practice, or heavy usage of psychedelic drugs are examples of forms of neurodivergence produced through experience. So a person can alter their brain in certain ways, and then that can make them neurodivergent, or you can be innately neurodivergent, meaning that you're born that way. So that would mean a learning disability or some condition that you've had your whole life, or stemming from childhood. So I also stumbled upon this article that was a study done. I got it from that one website that's super official. It's like NCBINL. Oh my gosh. It's called Brain Structure and Symptom Dimensions in Borderline Personality Disorder. I'll put the website link up. Look, here's all the information. Look, I'm trying to cite it. I'm not trying to plagiarize. Nope, I'm not trying to do that. Here's all the information. Okay. They studied the brains of people with BPD versus people who don't have BPD. There were 19 females with BPD. There were 50 females without BPD. Our results confirm orbital frontal structural deficits in BPD while providing framework and preliminary findings on identifying structural correlations of symptom dimensions in BPD, especially with dorsolateral and orbital frontal cortices. Oh my god, you can't pay me to read that sentence again. I don't care what that said. Basically, BPD, the brain is different. Basically, that's what that said, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest pickle in the batch. I never said that. This is YouTube. If somebody gets mad at me for not researching this enough, this website actually goes on to list BPD symptoms, which I'm going to read because they reflect what Gabby Hannah said about ADHD. Okay, so borderline personality disorder, BPD, presents with a number of heterogeneous symptoms, including impulsivity, dysphoria, or affective instability. Affective instability means mood instability, mood dysregulation, repeated self, and disturbed self-perception. There is a considerable comorbidity with affective disorders, substance eating disorders, as well as personality disorders such as cluster C personality disorders, and I believe they are avoidant personality disorder, dependent personality disorder, and obsessive compulsive personality disorder. I don't like that word. I like the word condition way better, but whatever, go off. Not only that, but there are 4 subtypes of BPD, so along with presenting with mood dysregulation, we literally shift out personalities, and I'll get to that more later, but oh my gosh, there's so much overlap with ADHD and BPD, but yeah, BPD is like jacked up, top down, it's messed up. The brain, it don't work. It does, I'm just kidding, it does work, but it's not structured typically. Okay, so what does this mean? I would go on to say that BPD, along with other mental illnesses, actually are neurodivergent, and I would understand if there needs to be some sort of differentiation between neurodivergencies that people are born with and neurodivergencies that people either develop through trauma or develop through experience. I can understand needing the vocabulary for that, but I believe that we just need to build that vocabulary instead of, I don't want to say gatekeeping, but Gabby Hannah definitely was like, no, only ADHD can be neurodivergent. Like, there is being more research every single year on BPD. This article was published online in 2020. I wasn't trying to just blast Gabby Hannah. I feel like I actually was too nice. I don't know. Have y'all seen the things that...
I'm responding to people once again.
Anyways, I just wanted to use their videos to follow a certain path of logic to get to an answer, because people with ADHD, people with schizophrenia, people with BPD, we can't help but think, experience the world, and feel differently, atypically than others do, I suppose. And nobody deserves to be bashed for that, and nobody deserves to be excluded for that. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We'll talk more about BPD for sure, and other things. Bye.